morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. So today is Thursday, December 22nd, guys. So hopefully you guys are having a great week and that everything is going your way as we're counting down to officially Christmas. As I always say, keep your eyes open, keep your head up, look up, because there's a bigger, brighter, better day on the horizon just for you. You have to know and believe that you're going to do every good and great thing that's coming your way. Alrighty. So I'm just sitting here in the chair right now. I am in my mom's rocking chair in the dining room. I'm going to get ready to go do an early morning infusion. I do have an appointment today, which will be later on this afternoon. So I'm trying to dress early because I've been up, and a lot of times up early in the morning, seeing Ever off to work. He always makes sure that I'm good before he leaves. So that's making sure that I don't need anything, that he kisses me before he leaves every morning. I think that is just so beautiful and sweet. This is my outfit, what I will have on today. I think I had this on Sunday, but it doesn't matter. So guess what, you guys? This is actually Ever's shirt. So I am not ashamed to say that. So I'm happy to wear it because the weather here in New Orleans has really gotten colder. And I don't know, I'm always telling you guys about the weather anyway, but they said on the news heading into the weekend. So by today being Thursday, they say definitely around this time that the weather will be cooler. I did feel it, a change in the air on yesterday, but it's moreover seeming colder on today. I did go outside and check the weather, so the newscasters were definitely correct. So it's supposed to drop lower into the 20s. I don't know actually what it is right now, but it really is cold. But the sun is shining out there on shirt. I have this long sleeve white shirt that I got from Walmart on last week. I have on actually 2 pairs of tights. I'm not wearing these shoes, so these are just my indoor slippers. I showed you what I got for my birthday for my oldest niece. And I have on my little jean skirt. Yeah, but ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm always loving it. Well, that's crazy. So the weather has changed, so it feels a little bit warmer than it was yesterday. So about an hour ago when I first stepped outside, it was a little bit much snippier and cooler. Not saying it's not cold outside, but by the sun being like in full blast, it doesn't seem to be as cold as it was on yesterday. You guys, I have been having a mixture of feelings about this gray hair. I know gray hair doesn't always bring wisdom. I've been hearing that for a lot of years of my life. And so, like, I started graying early. So I'm 38, and yes, I will abundantly admit that. But I'm still young, and I feel great about that. Now, I've always had, specks of gray hair here and there, but never having this much gray, and especially with it being cut low. And I'm trying to remember with all my other haircuts being cut short, have ever had this much gray hair. I actually get this from my dad, because if you see my dad's head, he always have a gray patch on his head, and I kind of think it's in the same spot, so it might be on the right side. So I definitely get it from him, because my mom, she has gray hair, but her hair is not where you can see it as much, and she constantly colors her hair. So nothing is wrong with that. That's just her flavor. That's just her taste. I haven't had my hair colored where normally I will always color my own hair. And I will always do black because my natural hair color is black. But I haven't done hair color since back in maybe 2008. So that's been a super long time, with being on chemo and so many different medications and so many different things that I've been through over the past 7 years, I could not do anything else to my head. So the easiest thing for me, as you guys always seen, between wigs, having my hair like this, letting it grow, wear my own hair. You see the hats, you see the chemo scars. Place for me, because I've always had long hair since I was a little girl. I don't know if you guys are ever familiar with the Cosby Show. And I'm not saying this here to bring up anything. Why you talking about the Cosby Show and all of that when everything happened with Bill Cosby? Separate from that, I'm talking about me with my hair. When I went to school, I was always called Rudy. Number one, by being chocolate and dark skin. And nothing is wrong with that. I love my chocolate skin, like a Hershey's Kiss. But I was always called Rudy because Rudy always had her natural, long, thick hair. But, embracing the great and loving being alive and loving being in this moment and just celebrating living and I'm gonna keep on loving it. So I am so excited. I am literally so happy because with this month being anemia awareness month, I was diagnosed with normocytic anemia about maybe 3 or 4 months after the initial diagnosis of MS, multiple sclerosis, and that has been a hardcore, outrageous, tiresome, up and down roller coaster of a battle for the past couple of years. I was saying about with the whole debacle of getting the feeding tube and everything, how that went, the ups and downs of it, the salvation of helping me, all of those things. The bad aspect about it, besides getting the infection, would stem from that. When you deal with an infection, that definitely affects the whole body. The infection, becomes a part of the blood because that's how you find out when you're doing blood work. So with all of that, I was able to go to see my hematologist back in last month of November. And I had been waiting a while before Thanksgiving and awaiting a phone call to see when he was going to schedule my infusion. You constantly getting blood work, from him, checking the hematology, my primary care doctor, MS doctor. You just have multiple blood work draws going across the board from different doctors. So your body is not keeping the energy and strength like it's supposed to. You're already, number one, dealing with a chronic illness. Your blood has already been affected because it's been infected. So you're trying to get it back to normal as much as possible. It was last month where I had to do a follow-up with the kidney doctor. She wanted blood work. And then when I got down there to do the blood work, they literally do A2s. When I say I was exhausted, I was beyond exhausted. But anyway, they finally called me on Tuesday, and so I could finally get my iron infusions done. Yeah. So I am so excited about that because it's going to help me and benefit me a lot. I'll be on next week, so it'll be on that Thursday. For the infusion, and this is on like a 2 doses one, so you only get 2 doses. So then I'll do another one January 5th, and that'll be the last one. Okay, so I'm filming in the bathroom. Sorry, the lighting here is very bright, but I'm done with my infusion. So there was a big change on today. I did not go to the eye doctor appointment. Reason being, just had those moments where chronic illness he says the wave, and you have to just listen to your body and take a rest. This is the way I will always do things with my appointments. I set the ones that are necessary to where, not saying none of them are important, but the ones that are top-notch priority. Like I said, I finished my infusion, and I came in here to rinse out my syringes. Now, I used 2 syringes. Now, this one is kind of hard. You can see it's actually thicker than this one. So this one, it doesn't have like any perforations in it, and it's kind of like hard to draw back. So it definitely feels like kryptonite. This one here is thinner, and if you can tell, it has like these little holes that come in there, and normally has like a little blue tip, but I have that in the bedroom, and this is easier, when you're drawing and flushing. So I normally use one to flush with water. I use about 40 milliliters of water. Sometimes I do 60 milliliters, honestly, depending on how much you need to flush out. And then I will use this one moreover to pull all the ickiness out of my body, so to get all the food and extras off of my stomach, so I won't feel so, uncomfortable. So come in here and rinse these out. This is a little bowl that my mom gave me last year. She had it from Dollar Tree, and it was only $1. So I consider using it as a planter, but since having the feeding tube, I normally use it to, what I am using it for is to put water. So to flush the feeding tube, I was told to only use bottled water. So I do not use faucet water, but I'm using faucet water to rinse it. So I have some dishwashing liquid in there, what you see here. So I just have that in there, and then I just flush it out so that it will be clean and ready. And I dry it. I put the tips on it. So when I'm ready to reuse it, I'm good to go. Fully complete and clean. They have been flushed out a second time to make sure that there's no soap on the inside. So we're good. So I also wanted to go to Walmart today, but like I said, I just put my body in the much needed rest mode that it needed to be in. There's only a couple, when I say a couple, very few things that I need to finalize my Christmas shopping.